The Dallas Mavericks have been making moves, and with these moves, the main roster as well as the two-way roster has been solidified for this upcoming season. And with preseason out of the way, a lot of fans were left unimpressed with how the Dallas Mavericks did, as we only won one of our 4 preseason games. But in reality, preseason is really just a way for the end of the bench guys, the two-way guys, and the E10 contract guys to fight for a spot before the season begins. And with news that broke out just the other day, the Dallas Mavericks made several cuts to the roster to make room for Jazian Gortman. So in this video, we're going to take a look at what was it that Jazian Gortman did exactly to impress the coaches, what was his journey like that led him to this point, and why should fans even care about a two-way player like Jazian Gortman? But how's it going, everybody? My name is Marcel Martin. This is Mavs Digest, bringing you the latest news on everything Mavericks related. And before we get started with today's video, we are currently sitting at 13,683 subscribers. As you all know, we got a goal here to get 15K before the end of the year, which I think we can definitely do. But if you want to be up to date on everything Mavericks related, the live streams, the watch-alongs, the giveaways, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on a single thing that we do. But like I said, after the other day when the news broke out of many players getting cut and Jazian Gortman finding his way onto the Dallas Mavericks two-way roster, the roster is pretty solidified. Our main guys, the two-way guys, our G League guys, it's locked. It's set in stone. There are no more moves to be made. But Jazian Gortman has been a standout all preseason, where many people after his first game were very impressed with what he provided for the Dallas Mavericks. If we take a look right here, after his first game of preseason, he had 20 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 4 steals, and was 57% from 3. There was a lot of pluses from Jazian Gortman to the fact that not many people were even sure of, okay, well, what are his deficiencies? What are his weaknesses? What is he not actually good at? But Jazian Gortman is more or less a complete player. He still has a lot of development to be done as he's only 21 years old. He's still very young, still able to grow and hit more heights as his potential seems through the roof. But he was able to facilitate very well with great court vision and playmaking and smart decisions. He was able to attack the basket, finish kind of like Kyrie Irving. Some people are saying he looked like Kai. Some people say he was playing defense like Jrue Holiday, as when the Dallas Mavericks were playing against the Utah Jazz, Jazian Gortman was locking down Collin Sexton from the full court. He was not afraid to play defense on anybody. It did lead to a few fouls as he was playing very tight defense, but there were a few steals that led to fast break points on the other end. Jazian Gortman definitely deserves his spot on the Dallas Mavericks as a two-way player, and I truly believe that down the road he could find his way onto the main roster, if not this upcoming season, find some significant minutes outside of garbage time. Jazian Gortman looks like a professional. He looks like he's been here before. He looks very natural with the team, and in their third preseason game where he was a starter alongside Jaden Hardy, he still looked good. So it wasn't just a small sample size. It wasn't just one game of Jazian Gortman looking phenomenal. It was multiple games throughout preseason, and I'm fairly convinced with this upcoming season, any opportunity he gets, he will excel. But if we take a look here, during his first 3 preseason games, because the 4th preseason game, he didn't really play too much, but just to take a look at the first 3 games, he was averaging 23.3 minutes per game, 12.7 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds, and 1.7 steals per game, shooting 50% from the floor, 53.8% from 3, and 100% from the free throw line. So not only does he have good court vision, he has good guard skill sets, he plays great defense, he's already a smart shooter. He takes good shots, good quality shots. And 100% from the free throw line, I think we can all appreciate, as the Dallas Mavericks at times struggle to shoot from the free throw line. It was the bane of our existence in the playoffs, and hopefully players like Jazian Gortman and even players like Klay Thompson, who's also shooting well from the free throw line, can definitely help with our team's percentages. But if we take another look here, after the game on Thursday against the Milwaukee Bucks, this is what Jason Kidd had to say about Jazian Gortman, saying he was terrible in Summer League. For what he's put in, the time that he's put in, he's worked extremely hard. Just shows that you can fail and fall as long as you have a group that believes in you and you believe in yourself and you're going to do that work, good things will happen. And that's one of the things that I appreciate about Jason Kidd. No need to sugarcoat it. No need to try and make it sound pretty. Just give me the honest truth. Jazian Gortman did not look good in Summer League to the point where he could have been cut right there. He could have been sent home. We don't want to bring you back for preseason. Goodbye. But he obviously worked hard. Obviously, there was something in his game or in his person as a player that impressed Jason Kidd as well as Nico Harrison and the rest of the staff to keep him on the roster for preseason to see what he can provide. And if you remember during Summer League, our team looked horrible. I think we only won 1 game. Our entire Summer League was just horrible. It was diabolically bad. But knowing that Jazian Gortman he did have a bad summer league, was able to keep working, keep trusting the coaches, keep playing with the other guys to improve his own skill set, all paid off in preseason where he really showed out. He became a fan favorite amongst many Mavericks fans. Many Mavericks fans are saying we should maybe trade away some players and give Jazian Gortman an actual roster spot. In my opinion, I think that's just jumping the gun. I think he is a great player. I am a big fan of his already, but I want to see more from Jazian Gortman than just preseason. How does he look like in the middle of the season? How does he look like in a playoff situation? How does he look like in crunch time when we need to win? There's one basket that needs to be made. Do we go to Jazian Gortman to take that shot, or does Jazian Gortman facilitate for that shot to be made? Those are the questions we need to ask ourselves for Jazian Gortman, and hopefully we get those answers. And just continuing with the news, the other day, the news broke out that the Dallas Mavericks have waived AJ Lawson, Jamarian Sharp, and Emmanuel Miller, and a lot of people weren't happy about this. Obviously, everybody was happy that Jazian Gortman found his way on the roster, but a lot of people were upset that AJ Lawson got waived twice already. And to break that down, the reason why AJ Lawson was waived, signed, and then waived again, it was after our first preseason game. We had to sign Markieff Morris, otherwise it would have put us a little bit closer to that first apron. So that's why we waived AJ Lawson. We signed Markieff Morris, but we brought AJ Lawson back on a two-way contract so he could have the same opportunity as the rest of our end of the bench guys to fight for a spot. We didn't want to get rid of him right away. He's been with the team for a while now. He is known amongst the organization. So the team trusted him that, hey, maybe he can get some more running. He can impress us. Maybe he'll stay. But the possibility of him getting waived again was always there. And Emmanuel Miller didn't really have a big showing, a big sample size himself. He did look good in the small minutes that he got, but nothing really impressed. But Jamarian Sharp being cut, a lot of people are upset by this. A lot of people think that it was a big loss on our end, that a 7'5" center was cut by the Dallas Mavericks, and I can see why people may feel that way. 7'5", shot blocker, rim protector. He actually has pretty good movement up and down the court, good footwork, so I can see it. But Jamarian Sharp is a project, and that is the truth. He's someone who would need more time to develop. We're trying to win a championship. The focus should be on the finals and winning the finals. It isn't necessarily focusing on who on our end of the bench needs minutes tonight so they can improve. Who needs to get more minutes? We are trying to win games. We can't focus on too much development. We can put him in the G League. Maybe they'll pick him up. I don't know what's going to happen with Jamarian Sharp. It would be nice to see him with the team in some capacity. But the tough decisions have to be made. That's why we have Nico Harrison. And I still think the right decision was made to bring on Jazian Gortman. Some people say Brandon Williams should have been cut to make room for Jamarian Sharp. At the end of the day, I think that the right decision was made, and this team looks better than ever. But just continuing with the news that we got today, Jazian Gortman is getting the Mavs open. So this was the news. Jazian Gortman is getting the Mavs open to a deal. Gortman, a pesky defender who averaged 10.3 points per game on 51.6% shooting in the preseason, had interest from other teams. So not only did the Mavericks make the right move of getting him, other teams also saw what Jazian Gortman was doing for the Dallas Mavericks and saw him in their organization, in their system. So it was only right that we got someone who was shooting 51% in preseason. Now, will this translate to the regular season? Not too sure. I don't know what his actual opportunity would look like to get real minutes. He's obviously going to spend the majority of his time in the G League, where I'm sure he's going to dominate. But when his number is called up in those moments of injury or in those moments of just, we're playing the worst team in the East tonight, sure, you guys can get some minutes. It would be nice to see Jazian Gortman show the Mavericks, show everybody what he can provide. He's never played a full season with the team. He was with the Milwaukee Bucks on a 10-day, got cut. Then a year later, the Mavericks picked him up. Nico Harrison has an eye for detail. He has an eye for talent, and Jazian Gortman is a testament to that. But the last thing that I do want to go over with you guys, just a little fun fact, that Jazian Gortman and Derrick Lively were both rated as 5-star prospects by ESPN and 24/7 Sports for the high school basketball class of 2022. And we all know what Derrick Lively turned out to be after his rookie year, and we already kind of saw a glimpse into what we can see from year 2 Derrick Lively. So it's kind of nice to know that not only do we have one 5-star prospect out of high school, we've got two of them things in Jazian Gortman and Derrick Lively. But you guys let me know down in the comment section down below. Do you think that Jazian Gortman deserves to be on the main roster and get real minutes? Or do you think he needs some more time to develop, let him go into the G League, and just learn from there? You guys let me know what you think in the comment section. We could have a conversation about it. But that's all I got for you guys today. Thanks for being as far into the video. Make sure to check out our Twitter and Discord. Links in the description below. Consider becoming a channel member. We are doing another giveaway next month. We just had ours earlier today. So if you don't want to miss out on those, make sure you become a channel member, subscribe, do all that good stuff. But also, make sure you drink water. Peace.